Next month, Hospice of the Big Country is paying tribute to our local Vietnam veterans at a very special dinner. So here to tell us more, Taylor Percival and Karen Honeycutt from the West Texas Rehab with Hospice of the Big Country. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
So you have a special dinner planned. We're talking about a dinner for veterans, and this time honing in on Vietnam veterans.
Yes, ma'am.
But you've done a few other dinners previously for veterans of other wars, and so this time it's Vietnam veterans' turn.
That's right. We have served the World War II veterans, Korean, so this time we're going to focus on Vietnam.
You know, and as we move up in the timeline, time doesn't stand still for anyone, and so there are fewer and fewer of our veterans still around and still available, but we really want to encourage those that are veterans of the Vietnam War to be part of this, to be recognized, and to be honored for their service.
Correct. That is right.
You know, when we talk about hospice and Hospice of the Big Country, you provide such a great need and such a great service to these individuals. This care at the end of life, regardless of what they're facing, and you make sure that they have the opportunity to receive this, and their families, without any regard to their ability to pay or the cost for it. And so it gives a lot of people, you know, it gives them some dignity, and it gives them that reassurance and a lot of, you know, just a feeling of well-being that they're not alone.
Right, and the end-of-life journey is what we focus on as a hospice agency, so we are recognizing that this is difficult along with the things that they have dealt with in the past. Trauma, loneliness, other illnesses from being in war. So we want to take this opportunity in our community to recognize them through a dinner, and we do this annually, and that's why we do it. It's a joint effort between National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization along with the Veterans Affairs, and so the Hospice of the Big Country is sharing in that effort to recognize them in a special way through their journey.
I love that you offer this to these individuals. Like you said, Karen, I mean, these are people that have faced a lot of adversity. They've faced frightening and terrifying situations. So, I mean, they're not immune to that, and they're not unaware of things that come their way and that they have to deal with. But when you're faced with the end of life, a lot of times, I mean, that's...
Yes, it's even more traumatic.
Yeah,
yes.
It truly is. And for their families as well. I mean, because those that are left behind and wondering how to navigate the situation. You know, Taylor, you mentioned you've had this before, and yet you all are expecting kind of a bigger turnout this time around.
Yes, yes. So we want to make sure that if the Vietnam veterans, you know, do want to join us, that them and their families will RSVP to us as soon as they find out that they would like to attend, just because we do have limited seating. So.
But as many as we can possibly get on the reservations, we would love to have those names, those individuals, those family members to join them and to honor and recognize them, you know, on this path and this journey, and enjoy the life we still have ahead of us.
Yes, yes. And our Hospice of the Big Country staff are delighted and expertise in this journey with them. So we want to recognize all of them and have them join us for a special dinner.
Okay, this is coming up next month. So we're going to put the information of it in just a moment. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. I know we love what the West Texas Rehab provides, and the service that Hospice of the Big Country provides. It's something that, you know, truly no one should have to face alone.
Yes.
So for the rest of you, if you would like to come out for this dinner, it will be at the West Texas Rehab's Center Boardroom. It's located at 4601 Hartford Street. This is on Thursday, July 14th, so just a little over a month away. It's 5:30 in the evening, but seats are limited, so please RSVP to make sure your seat is reserved for you. You can save that seat by calling the number on your screen, 793-5450.